And we're live with a second helping of Sunday Funday Light Code Energy. I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, light worker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American civil. Give me a second here. I am your messenger god, the first child of God, the Lord reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you got to see what I post on my community page, my latest live video, and anything in my shorts. We left off with that card in front of us. We just started with some teachings of Christ and didn't get any further than that, which is okay if you ask me. But whatever, nobody asked me, so that's what it is. We're gonna pick up with those light cards. I want to clear off my deck and call it a day. Really, yeah, the energy flipped. There's a whole freaking blizzard going on outside. I'm like, ugh, I'm done. Sorry, I'm organizing my altar. I couldn't get to the damn guidebooks. I need this one and this one. That one comes with one. We're going to read 3 cards, but that could take me an hour to read, depending on how much I talk. So we'll try to keep it down, I suppose. Turn down for what is what the Holy Spirit said. Sorry, I have OCD and my Pandora's box was messy. All right, let's see. So we're going to start with the Lumerians. It's like a must do every Sunday, really. Yeah. Beyond Lumeria. It's funny, I was having downloads of what I saw as Lumeria. It was either my last video, the video before when I was talking about my next incarnation. Alrighty, let's move on to number 31 and see what this card means to you. By the time I read the cards, it's only confirmation to what we're already going through. The reason I go through it first is because I'm the goddess of the moon. I am the first shield before the energy hits you. So it doesn't matter what time you get this fucking reading. Really? Heart-based presence, grounding, finding home within yourself wherever you are. The body is a temple for the soul, traveling, finding family wherever you go, occupying yourself, connecting to your unwavering infinite depths, and the collective oneness. Everybody just take a deep breath. I spoke on most all of this already. Being one with the spirit, our infinite nature, how I'm just here in the body now, how we're connected to everything. This painting has journeyed with me under my arm for many nomadic excursions. It is the serendipitous reminder to find my way back to the heart within the divine inner universe. Revealing in our outer exploration is this magnificent earth has often left me unrooted and ungrounded and provoked my curiosity for what home feels like. The notion of home as where the heart is, unraveled and reshaped as I realized it in any place where the vibration and the resonance are clearly aligned with you. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. However, your environment, the place, and the people also affect your energy. The title of this painting is Home, also known as the heart-shaped portal outside of the matrix. Our way home to oneness and the truest part of our infinite selves is to know ourselves beyond the socialized matrix of our mind-constructed reality. Deep heart-based presence is direct portal home. I rip and ride all over Wolfman. I think that's the only thing I have on this guy is he's heartless. Really, it's the only thing I have on all of you. What makes me all those wonderful things? I mean, most of it, but that's all it is. As I went through the heart, you know what I mean? The heart opening, the dark night of the soul. I go through it all the time. We open up the heart. And that's what gives me an upper hand on all of you is because you're not heart-based. You're trying to do everything through the mind. It's not impossible, but you look at some people and you think it is. It's not impossible for them to start listening to their heart and doing what it says. It's not impossible for anyone. They make it look like it is, though. It's one hell of a battle, I can tell you from doing it since the beginning. The mind just doesn't understand, and it's always battling not to, give in to this heart's guidance. I just shared in my shorts. I guess that was probably from the book of Eli, and I have not seen it yet. He was talking about, she's like, do you ever feel like you're lost? He's like, no. He's like, I'm guided by faith. And he's like trying to explain what faith is. It's an inner knowing. You just know. I can't explain it. It's just a knowing. That's your heart. Even your mind grows weary, but you trust your heart. It's your inner compass. It always takes you to the right place at the right time, and it makes you feel at home, even when everything outside of you is in chaos. Really? Yep, that's where all of this happens. You have to learn to open your heart, not just to a person, but to everything. Really? Yeah. Let's see. What does home feel like to you? Do you feel at home in your body? Does it feel like a safe place to rest your soul? Are there unloved parts of yourself? Do you ever really feel quite right? What is your relationship to your body? I'd said that earlier to somebody. I don't know what we were talking about. But I was like, if you look at your body as nothing more than the vehicle to your soul, you'd have more respect for it and understanding for it. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, that's what he was talking about. He got some hot burrito and he was like, dude, that shit is too hot. I was like, dude, I can't even eat hot food like I used to. And that's just wear and tear, dude. You put too many fucking jalapenos in that thing for the rest, for the first 20 years of your life. You're probably not going to put too many jalapenos in there for the rest of your life. It's just kind of how that works. All kinds of things. Really? Yep. It's just a body. We talked all about that yesterday. We can make it look like whatever. I'm trying to be quiet because I don't want to burst into flames on a Sunday. The soul is where it's at. That's all I can say. Everything pretty deteriorates. What's really pretty is a pretty soul. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to leave that completely alone. Not being fully in our bodies is referred to. Oh, I had this huge download in my car. It reminded me of what happened last Sunday, and I started laughing. I laughed so hard for like 5 minutes, dude. I'm like, I'm gonna die. I'm dying. Dude, when I get that far, I swear I'm telling you I'm gonna die. This is literally how I die. And then there was that slight moment that it's not Russ that I laugh at when I die. It might be myself. Realistically, yeah, I die laughing in this life. And I'm like, it could be myself, bro. What was I laughing about? Myself fucking saying, they pulled me out of my body to do an upgrade. And I was like, Norbit, don't be moving my goddamn seat. I was laughing about that so hard in my car. I just kept laughing and snorkeling so hard I could not pull it together. It was so funny. The shit, dude. I don't know anybody funnier than me, dude. The shit that comes out of my mouth is hilarious. Realistically, I mean, the whole universe lives inside of this damn body with me. It's like, make room for me, why don't you? Realistically, it's funny. They kicked me out last Sunday so that they could fucking do an upgrade in my body. Really? Yeah, I think it's something about your light bodies. Anyways, getting into it is funny. Not being fully in our body is referred to being ungrounded or uncentered. When our thoughts are a few steps ahead or behind, you're moving a little slow today, so follows our consciousness. When all senses are flighty, survival drops away and the deep sigh radiates from the safe place within. You hold the environment, the platform, where you can ground dreams into realities. When you come home to this place. What is it? 2 days ago, I was like, what's up with this body, bro? I'm looking kind of pudgy. I'm feeling kind of bloated. What the fuck is going on with this body? I was like looking at it. I was like, do I look like I've gained weight? I feel like it's kind of squishy in here. Really? I live in here, dude. I'm like, I feel like my pants are tighter or something. Realistically, yeah. I've been living in this damn body. You're looking at my toes like a baby. Like, isn't that so cool? I can tell them what to do. Really? Sorry. It's a fun little organism that we live in here. Anyways, when all senses of flighty survival, why was I bloated? Shark Week. Shark Week blew me up. When all these senses of flighty survival drops away, a deep sigh of radiates from the safe space within. You hold the environment, the platform where you can ground dreams into realities. And that's where you'd be looking at your body like, damn, I look good. Something's wrong with my car. I think I need to get a car wash or something. Sorry, it's funny to me. When you come home to this place, you will know the blissful presence and a warm inner glow of unconditional love. Wherever you go, you will feel a sense of home, and whenever you encounter, you will meet as family. Divinatory meaning. This card invites you to align with your temple space. Consider all the amazing things your body does and how you effortlessly move through reality. Dude, it's like, dude, I'm walking. My body's just doing what I'm telling it to do, and that's pretty cool. Sometimes it doesn't act accordingly. I can't get it to do what I want it to do. Have you ever had these battles? The rest of the time, it just does whatever. Become aware of the many gifts that come from a deep sense of truly occupying oneself. Often, very intuitive souls exist within an upper chakras and may struggle with the density of humaning. It's hard to human. You may not feel like you are from here, as though you are more accustomed to navigating the world with different parameters. Usually when I read these kind of cards, I start crying because I hate it here, but I'm doing okay today. At this point on earth, it is a blessing to have the vessel of a body. It is an opportunity to make a difference, so celebrate it. You have dreams and visions, and many yearn to float around in more etherical realms, but it is when you are fully grounded and present in your body that we can actualize these ideas and make a difference. Be grounded. Find your home just like a tree. The deeper our roots, the higher we can reach into the heavens. It's hard for me as a soul to find peace in the body. It's just sometimes it's like, well, I mean, I just start the engine. I've learned how to do things where I can ground myself. It takes quite a while though. Really? Oh yeah. I mean, you open your eyes and then if there's any resonant thoughts or anything, those will be there. But it takes a long time to put my skin on. Really? I don't know how to describe it. And some days I can't wait to take it off. Like, get it off me. Really? Yeah, the experiences. It's like tape. Wears and tears. I don't know. You guys idolize the body. I've had many bodies. Oh, fuck. And then God's turned me into all kinds of scary shit, too. Medusa. You fucking asshole. Fucking God. And Callie. Why you give me so many extra arms? He always made me a fucking freak. If it wasn't outside, it was inside. Always stepped aside, put aside. Fucking transformer in disguise. Seriously? Isis was weird. We're all weird. Every time I was made, I was weird. Set apart. It's part of that curse, you know. Going back to it, yeah, find a home. Crawl into it and die. Realistically, I mean, sorry. There's just, I just want to have a perfect body. That's all you want in this life, huh? They want it to be perfectly pleasing. I don't know why they want that attention. Maybe they've never had that attention I just get that attention all the time. Maybe that women, I don't know. Maybe it's the only thing that makes them feel good. I don't think it's a great feeling to have everybody looking at you all the fucking time, admiring you, fucking questioning you. You know what I mean? Staring at you all the fucking time. I don't need a fucking camera in my fucking face all the fucking time. Realistically, you want attention? Come walk with me. Watch. Really? I mean, seriously. It's obnoxious if you ask me. And then as far as, sexual attraction, ugh, gross. There's something on your lip. It's my dick. Just kidding. I heard Eminem. That was a good one, Eminem. Eminem, what does it taste like? Semen. Not that I know, but why did you say that? Because you thought you were clever, telling everyone you know the taste of semen. I think you know. I think it came out. Where'd you know that taste from? I guess if you taste it once, you'll never forget the taste. Why do you just get me talking dirty on a fucking any day of the week? Especially a Sunday. We're supposed to be, I guess we're just doing our karmic cleansing, aren't we, though? All right, guys. Let's talk about why we're really here. We're paying for our transgressions of our past lives. Have you done enough suffering? Though you think you have no idea. Realistically, perhaps. He likes to get the suffering done when you're a child. He likes to, make the children suffer. Fucking God. Really? Yeah, Karmic's cleansing. Oh, it went to an alchemical mutation. Oh, come on, not again. I said that over the week. I was like, I'm going through a paradigm shift. Something's up with this body again. They just said there's another one coming. Maybe that's not what's happening with me. I thought it was a preparation fucking for Shark Week. But maybe I'm going through an alchemical mutation. They happen a lot, which is what? They fill your body with light. Exactly what they did. I didn't see it with light. I saw it with codes, but I guess it's the same fucking thing. Realistically, yeah, and it fucking blows your body up, blows your blood pressure, blows your sexual energy, gives you a headache, all kinds of fucking things. This is not the card I want to be on. We want to go to number 5. Nope, we don't need number messages either. Quit fucking around. Paradigm shift, we already did. Let's talk about our karmic cleaning. You are fast outgrowing a level of consciousness to which are attached to particular wounds, issues, and struggles. As you outgrow the conscious, these issues will release their grip on you. You are receiving divine notice that karmic clearing is taking place through a combination of your own efforts and spiritual grace from the heart of the divine. It is time for an old wound to be released and once and for all. That's cool. What are we holding grudges on now? I don't know. Karma is not punishment. Karma is essential to your soul's lesson plan for this lifetime, carried over from past lifetimes. I told you, retribution. It's the payment. We are in the judgment days. We've been judged, and now we're here to do our time for our crimes. You're like, I didn't do nothing. I think you did. Realistically, look back. It is the way we grow and develop as a soul, sometimes through challenges and sometimes through blessings. Our positive karma is seen in the skills and talents we have mastered over many lifetimes. Also, when opportunities flow easily, healing happens swiftly. There is a sense of positive karma and an easy grace of effortlessly takes place in your life. That is what happens when we are clear enough of our own past pain to have little resistance between us and the natural flow of life. All right, for example, this is just the most perfect example. Somebody wants to love me, but my past pain won't let no guy come near me. And every time a guy tries, I keep biting their heads off. This isn't a bad thing, a true guy that wants to love me. But because of my past pain, you have no chance in bringing something great into my life. See what I mean? Okay. Can go on for different ways, however that looks for you. More challenging karma is revealed in the lessons we are still learning. That's what I'm trying to avoid a lesson with fucking Wolfman. I'm trying to learn the lesson before I even have to. Really? What is there to learn? If I can figure it out before the time comes, then we'll just skip that whole lesson. It's not skipping it. You don't skip a lesson. You have to learn it one way or another. I'd like to learn this lesson without you. Thank you very much. I am so tired of these twin flames coming in and teaching me a hard fucking lesson. I'd like to learn this without you. Are you really necessary for my next level of fucking evolution? Are you the guy that's going to marry me and have children and help me run a spiritual community? Then you're just a fucking lesson on the way to that guy. I'd like to just curveball this one. Blue ball this one. Realistically, come on, dude. It's hard to say, but believe it or not, I saw Rust as that possibility. I do not see that in you, my friend. Don't worry. That's it. I saw a married man as that possibility, but not you. Why? Look at where your life is going. You have no ambitions. You have no whatever. What are you going to say? I was going to say you have no experience at being a husband. It's like, well, at least I didn't fail at it. Oh, okay. Let's just stop there. Fair enough. It only takes one to be good at it. Good enough. But you're not even practicing for it. Realistically, I don't think so. You're not domesticated. Realistically, no, I don't think so. I'm just saying, what is he cooking? Why does it smell like syrup? I'm just frustrated with this whole thing. I'm going to try to learn my lesson before the lesson gets here to kick my ass. Really? Seriously, though. The more challenging karma is revealed in the lessons we are still learning. These usually appear in the guise of painful circumstances or reactions that repeat themselves in our lives. The stronger the soul, the more challenging the lesson it is willing to master in this lifetime. Meaning, I signed up for all this stupid shit. I said I could do all of it. It's not like I can't do it. I just have to do it. And I can't go forward until I do all this stupid shit. Why did you sign up for so much shit? I don't know, because I'm cool like that. Fuck you. Realistically, I mean, shit. Most of it was my shit, but then I picked up Pac's shit and Kobe's shit and everybody else's shit along the way, and now we're shit sailing through the shit. Realistically, go fuck yourself, dude. That's why I gotta work so hard at this shit. I'm checking the boxes. As with any education, the higher level of training, the more demanding the work. When you're working through big challenges, it is often a sign that you are on an advanced spiritual path. You may always have struggles in your life on an advanced, or excuse me, must you always have struggles in your life as an advanced soul? Of course not. As you master your lessons, you will find you develop the ability to live your life more peacefully. However, it will be incorrect to interpret a struggle as a sign that you are not progressing spiritually. Sometimes the more painful a struggle has been, the more difficult it can be to release that pain and associate it to memories or scars. Dude, do you know what kind of painful lessons I had to learn with Bobby? Fucking karmic ass twin fucking flame. Such fucking terrible karma. That was painful. Realistically, Russ, Jesus Christ Almighty. The spiritual world worlds know you are in need of divine intervention to help clear a pattern that was once painfully lodged in your body, mind, and soul. Enough of the struggle. Divine love now offers healing and freedom. We clear karma by learning to trust and relax, by choosing not to punish ourselves with shame, guilt, fear, or unworthiness, by continuing to balance our efforts with a surrender into divine grace. Okay, as I see this, you can't run from these. You heal them. You're trying to run from your shame. You're trying to run from your guilt. You're trying to run from your fear, your regret, your embarrassment, and your fucking insecurities. Those are your shadows. You're trying to act like you're not ashamed, which means you're a fucking narcissist and you have no account of fucking ability. You don't want to feel the actual fucking, you know what I mean, the pain that your actions have caused. So you walk around delusional, like you're proud of every one of your movements. Just saying. People that this is a shadow. These shadows are the ones that make people alcoholics, drug addicts, sex addicts, all over that, because they're ashamed of themselves and they're guilty and they're unworthy and they're self-sacrificing and they have fears and they don't have, you know what I mean? No fucking solar plexus is all of this. You have to face that before you can be free from it. It doesn't go away. You can't just be shameless, guilt-free, fucking fearless, worthy of all great things. Really? Yeah, comes with lots of work. By continuing to balance our efforts with a surrender into divine grace, we take responsibility for our own healing, doing all that we can and trusting the universe with lovingly and effectively handle everything else so that we can progress and succeed. If you've been struggling with a long-term issue, this oracle card comes as a particular sign that the universe wants to step in and assist you. Repeat the invocation below for at least 6 days and nights, inviting this healing blessing of karmic clearing through love into your life now. We talk about that in Jesus's words. He talked about not making your prayers repetitive. A lot of them you'll see in our healings is why do they say 6 days? By that time you've got it into your head. Some of them it takes even longer. So like they'll teach you later in this book, I'll teach you how to create the protective bubble, right? I did that for maybe 3 or 4 days. I kept telling myself it was there until I knew it was there. So something like this, you know what I mean? Repetition builds the muscle. And that goes back to something like fucking Michael Jackson. His repetition, he would all the time, I was just completely lost and all alone, fully alone. But he kept singing to me in every song. I mean, every day through every video for fucking months, bro, until it was almost obnoxious to where that's all I heard. And so I knew it forever and ever. I would never, ever let that thought creep in. There was no way that thought could ever creep in that I was alone. On the outside, I was, but there was no way. And that was it. He would not let me. And even then, I just begged him to stop reminding me, but he had to make sure that I knew forever that I am not alone. And you hear me now. I know it with full fucking certainty. And I make jokes that Michael Jackson's in there, but in your darkest night, that's the voice I heard. In the darkest fucking places while I'm crying, all I could hear is him all the fucking time. You are not alone. Oh my God, Michael, please, I hear you. Okay, I know you're down here with me. Wherever the fuck I am, you're here with me. I promise you. It is in so many of my videos, and you would think after saying it for so long, I could at least hit the notes. No, because it's cringe just to begin with. It's been cringy since the beginning. Really? Same as Pac, though. It wasn't told. It was seen. It was felt. You know what I mean? Kobe. I might not see him for fucking weeks, but I hear him every fucking day. Every fucking day. No, I see Kobe every fucking day, dude. He's the first thing I see when I wake up. Pac's usually the last thing I see when I go to sleep. Kobe is always the wake-up call, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? Really? He's the early bird. He's that early fucking bird. If you don't get out of my face with this bullshit, he'll keep me up all night too, but it's usually when I crawl in bed and say goodnight, it's Pac. But yeah, that's the repetitiveness. You have to keep reminding yourself until yourself knows these things. Really? Your mind doesn't know until you tell it. All right, I'm going to pray for you. If you don't want me to, then put it on mute because we're going to do other cards after this. I got one more card. I call upon the karmic board of ascending beings, angels, guides, and holy ones who love all unconditionally. We ask of your divine blessing, healing, and assistance now. We open ourselves up to divine grace, divine love, and karmic absolution. We choose to surrender our attachments to the suffering that we've experienced. We have learned and been willing to go through this experience, and yet are now willing to learn and grow through a higher vibrational experience of love, through divine authority and our own free will. This karmic cleansing manifests now according to the highest law of love. May this blessing reach the hearts of all beings according to the divine compassion, mercy, and grace. So be it. They have a thing where you like claim it, right? Hey. What? It's a fucking blizzard out there. Don't you make me look stupid out there. I appreciate you got the jacket, but you need to go a little bit deeper. Throw on some socks and shoes. This kid, he wants to go play in the blizzard. Look outside the window. Fucking kids. I swear he's about to go out there and, what is he gonna do? I don't know. He's filling the air. Let him go fill it. He'll be right back. That shit is cold. Realistically, huh? Yeah, you think you're gonna go back out there? You think so? I don't think so. But next time, walk the dog. Why did I have to do it if you were gonna go fucking go out in the cold? Yeah, that's how. Repetition is how you make anything. You know what I mean? How you train yourself to make anything a pattern. Really? Yeah. Oh Lord, look at this cool ass card. Surrender. Surrender. We were talking about that in the Dark Night of the Soul last night. Your pride and your inability to surrender your ego, to surrender your pain, to surrender your fucking position. I'm trying to look back and see, was there times where I just didn't surrender? I mean, God told me, dude, he said it straight to my fucking face when it came to fucking Target. Really? Oh, bro, I got up and got ready and I was about to fight him over this stupid ass job. And he said it in one fucking word. He said, surrender. Or maybe that was Wolfman. I think it was Wolfman, actually. He said it straight like that. I think I've heard him say it twice. When he doesn't want to hear my shit no more, he uses one word, surrender. Fine, motherfucker. Really? I mean, he gets tired of the bullshit. especially for me. I'm always talking shit. If you don't shut the fuck up, if you don't shut the fuck up, if you don't shut the, he never tells me to shut up. He'll listen to me all day. Why? Because he's intrigued with what I have to say. He's willing. Are you willing to hear this bullshit? He'll listen all day. Why? Because that's what he does. He listens to all your thoughts and feelings. Same as me. That's what God and Goddess do. We just sit there listening to the bullshit. All right, here we go. Now is the time to let go. Surrender isn't defeat. It is the sacred pause that allows us to use all our senses to receive a new vision. Oh yeah, that's supposed to be coming in. All kinds of creative energy from Neptune. Really? Yeah, I was looking through my videos and I had seen that we just did a video on Neptune like less than 4 weeks ago, but we were talking about the waters of Neptune. Really? Yeah. This is the domain of divine feminine. Listen to her, encourage your receptivity. Cease all striving. Stop the endless cycle of productivity. Abolish your white knuckle resiliency. Let go. Lay your spine along the earth's solid ground and feel the support waiting for you there. There are times when effort only creates futility and extends suffering. This is one of them. Something new wants to communicate with you and is awaiting the presence in this moment. Surrender and enter the power that is the sacred pause. I see Lewis at this moment. He's too busy. He's too busy to catch any inspiration. Really? Yep, he's too busy. Many people will be passed by. They're too busy to speak with the spirit. Really? Yeah. The rest of us will be, just airheaded out, waiting for our, creative fucking endeavors. Realistically, yeah. Surrender the resistance, talking about that is like you want to be in all control and you want to show everybody how well off you are and how powerful. You want the pride that comes with, your accomplishments. And you don't want the journey, you want the finish to show everyone what you've accomplished. You're not proud of taking these long journeys of, unpaid ventures. You just want the, if I was only doing this for a documentary, it'd be done. If I was just trying to tell the story and it wasn't continuing the adventure, it'd be done. If that's all I was trying to do, I have everything I need. I don't need to do anything. It's more than enough. But the more I take the journey, the more fruitful the documentary becomes. It's like it ends when I say it ends. And it's like, I'm in no hurry. It's like, but that's your way to success. That's what you think. You think that my success is behind the money that comes with that. But my success is every day of my adventure. Don't you think I'm already successful in the fact that I found peace, that God pays my bills? He gave me everything he promised. The magic worked. He got me a new house, a new job, a new car, a new lover, a new life. He gave me peace. He gave me everything. And he made me the most magical fucking bitch that ever existed, like the most powerful bitch that ever existed, by doing nothing but surrendering. By giving up my life, he gave me the most powerful life that ever existed, which was truly my life. He gave me back my life. I was always the most powerful bitch that ever existed. Always, in every lifetime. There was never a more powerful bitch during the life that I served. And only after I left that life were there other powerful bitches allowed to live. And that's only because they had a spark of my light within them. These punk-ass powerful, what you consider to be powerful bitches of these days, have no power at all, but other than the sexual magnetism they use. They have no authority of what true feminine power is because they're not tapped into the masculinity that comes with this fucking feminine power. Realistically, yeah. But in essence, I had to give up the power I had created for myself and the pride and the identity to know what real power was. It doesn't come with pride. All that glory goes to God, and that's where it should be. You know what I mean? You can't stand next to me because I'm a creation of his. You can't ever sit there and try to compare yourself to me because you're comparing yourself to the creator himself. I'm not a creation of my own self. I'm not self-made. I'm literally created by the Creator and walked into my higher self, which was what I always was in every fucking lifetime. They just didn't call me such weird things. Now, in 2026, I don't feel like you're in a place, anybody is in a place where I can start running around and telling you I'm the goddess and you need to bow before me, unless your name is Russ. That's the only person I've ever told that shit to. The rest of you, all you need to know is I'm God's divine feminine and have some motherfucking respect. I'm here to help you in your fucking journey through hell. Welcome to the end days. You don't like that? Well, then go find a God to get on your knees for. Fuck off. Realistically, yeah. And that goes back to it. Do you want to keep building a life for yourself? You want to keep building an image for yourself? Or do you want to be the image of God that He created you as? Lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. When you're done playing dress up with this lifetime, He wants to dress you in the finer things. He wants to put you at the highest throne. He wants to proclaim you as His very powerful child. When you're done running around playing with all these kids, trying to, out-bully them and show them off. When you're done being a fucking kid with these kids, God wants to make you something better. Where's that start? In your heart? Why don't you start doing what He says? That's the transformation awaiting. It's taking those brave steps in faith, listening to a voice inside of your heart, and fighting the voices inside of your mind and the voices outside of your ears that tell you cannot do such things. The limited minds of others. You can't even share your ideas with these fucking low-level beings because they don't have the capacity to see greatness. They don't have the capacity to believe in anything that isn't already been seen and done, touched, and experienced. You can't expect someone to believe in you because they don't believe in themselves. And with that, you don't need a non-believer anywhere near you. I used to sit there and manifest great things. And then like Morgan or somebody would come in and, no, but what if something bad happened? You fucking bitch. You fucking bitch. Did you just put your fucking fear inside of my beautiful fucking manifestation of a wonderful reality because you're fucking scared of some shit in the woods? Get the fuck away from me when I'm thinking of greatness. You and your low vibrational fucking thoughts. You ruined my fucking trip to Alaska with that thought. She did. And well, now Alaska's here. This wasn't the Alaska I was going towards. Realistically, no. I was going for summer Alaska, not winter Alaska. Anyways, that's what it is. It's like I have all great thoughts, and you come in and poison them with your fucking fears, your misbeliefs, your fucking fake fairy tales of a devil or something bad in the middle of the night. Your inability to see my greatness or God's ability come in over here and tell, put some fucking salt on my game. You just ruined my whole fucking thought with your shitty ass fucking low vibrational thoughts. Really? That's the type of shit I don't like. Don't come around me like that, especially when I'm in manifestation mode. I'm creating. I can't create off of shit like that. Limitations, excuses, fucking, fears. It can't be done. Get away from me with that attitude. Nothing can be done with that attitude. Not with you around, not with you and your thoughts in the room. I can't create greatness with thoughts like that. We must believe in the things that we cannot see and then create it. Not because somebody else believes it, but because we are the only ones that can see this vision. You cannot make someone else see your own vision. They're going to shit on it. Why? They don't have the eyes to see. They just don't. So don't even bother sharing it with someone. They're going to destroy your brand new baby. You have a wonderful, beautiful idea for your life. And the more you share it, the more they'll take it away from you. They'll dilute it and tell you it's not possible. They'll tell you all bad things will come from it. They'll tell you it'll lead to failure. They'll tell you that you cannot do it. And they'll list every other person that has failed trying to do it before you. They give you no credit to the idea or anything. They give you no strength. They give you no words of advice. I'm serious, bro. Don't let nobody around when you're manifesting. It's the worst. Really? Yeah. They can't see. They can't believe. They don't have faith. The worst thing you can do is have a great mind and share it with someone that has no fucking mind at all. And even worse, they'll go and tell your idea. You know what this idiot was talking about? And then they'll mock your fucking beautiful idea. I've decided that I'm going to start a career in art. That's what I'm about to do. I'm going to start art. What is that going to look like? I don't know. I've never been a person to draw anyways. I'll tell you this, it's definitely going to be a paintbrush. Really? That's it. If I decide, I told you I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to become Picasso. You're going to stop me? I'm sure everyone else told the same thing to Picasso and all the rest of them. You'll never make money like that. You'll never find a wife like that. You can never survive off of that. You'll never be able to fucking feed your kids off of that. You can't do anything off of that. Nobody will ever buy your works. They'll be worth nothing. Yeah, that's what they think of your idea, bro. So don't share your ideas. Every successful person, a lot of people in music have the same story, but I didn't have that story because nobody knew what I was working on until it was done. You know, it was a big conversation to be had, and I think ultimately they just wanted me to spend money. But it was a big deal that I wasn't going to have a release party. They're like, no, a listening party before the release. They said, no, it's important that you bring everybody together and you get, some feedback and you get some criticism and this and that. I was like, bro, everyone I've played this fucking album for has nothing bad to say about it. Amizi was like, well, that's not a good sign. I was like, well, do you have something to say about it? And he didn't have shit to say. Oh, that goes to my next fucking short I'm going to share tonight. Wait for that one. Richard Pryor. But that was the thing, is you let people in to critique your way, and before you know it, you're going to change everything about you to please everybody in the crowd. I didn't give them an opportunity. I didn't let anybody in. Now, that doesn't mean that I wasn't open to criticism or I wasn't open to suggestions. First off, I just didn't have that, and I just was sure of it. I mean, it was my money. And he didn't give a fuck. I wrote a song the day before, and then I recorded it, and it turned out good, and nobody said fucking shit. Why? Because they were good. They needed more, but they were good. Nobody could really say, no, that's a terrible song. No, it was good. You need to do some more mixing, maybe add some more, this and that. People had ideas of what to make it more, but it was fine. You know what I mean? It was a basic good start to every song. So that's how it was. And I didn't really, when I start telling people my plans, they're quick to say, oh, that didn't last long, huh? You made it longer than I thought you would out there. People don't believe in that. When I tell people, just like that, it's like, I'm getting a computer and God has a job for me. That's not how it works. I don't care if you believe how that works. That's what he told me to do. Go fuck yourself. I thought I had to buy the computer. He even gave me a free computer to go with it. Brand new fucking touchscreen. Go fucking touch yourself. Realistically. And it's like, I didn't, you know what I mean? I wasn't asking for God for an easy way out or anything. This was his plan. And that's just kind of how that works is, we talked about that in Jesus's scripture in Matthew. It's like leaning on him in all cases. And it's like, getting past your understanding. And they don't. You cannot convince your parents to support you for a crazy fucking risky act in your life, a creative venture, a spiritual journey, any of that shit. Realistically, nobody's going to support you in that bullshit, bro. Realistically, they're not going to. Why? Because they don't want you to taste failure. They don't want you to throw yourself off track because, in essence, this doesn't look profitable. This doesn't look like it's going to balance out the checkbook. And that's all people are thinking about is the long term. They're looking at the, the return on this. What are you going to lose by dropping out of college? You know what I mean? What is this going to, shit like that. You're going to leave this great job for pro bono work? Yeah. There's a change in consciousness, right? A fucking lawyer that makes fucking billions and millions every month and then decides enough. I'm going to go and do the right thing. Go be a fucking, you know what I mean? Go defend people that, don't have any defense. Something like that. Who knows? Just saying. They're not going to support you, so be careful with sharing your visions with everyone because they'll make you stop believing just because they don't. When I started this, nobody believed anything. And now it's like, dude, can you believe it? Can you believe how far that it worked? I never doubted it. I just didn't know how it was going to work. And it's like, they know that it's as soon as the documentary's out, it's over for them and everything because of all the exposure that's in there. But realistically, it's just, then I'm so far beyond their, I'm out of their league now. Why don't you consider the fact that I was always out of your league and that money didn't set us apart? But what sets us apart is really our morals and values, our intentions. You wake up every day with a different intention than I do. I wake up every day seeking God and what adventure He has for me. You wake up every day to follow your set schedule, your preset schedule, to provide yourself with the basic needs. I follow God and He gives me more than I could ever desire or need. Really? Yeah. My abundance doesn't come from me, it comes from my faith in Him. And it pays well. It pays well to believe in God. And it's not always about me having money in my pocket, but I have plenty, like He said. He said, you'll get this job and that'll carry you over into the cold months. That's exactly what happened, exactly as He said. You know what I mean? He plans all of this stuff out. He knows when I'm running out of money. He knows when I need things. He knows everything before I even ask Him. Why? Because He's very present in my life. It would be offensive if I was to sit there begging Him all day for something I already know He knows that I need. And if He hasn't provided it yet, I don't need it yet. Really? It's a very strong relationship. Now, if He's giving you a vision, then you have to know that He's going to make it a way too. In the beginning, all you have to do is believe in it. If you have the will, He'll create the way. But you have to be willing to walk that way and not try to do it your own way. It's never going to be your way. It's not up to you to figure out how to work this out. It's up to you to believe that it's going to work out and let Him show you how to work it out. That's when we get in the way and it takes a lot longer because we think that, it's up to us. And that's, going back to this, I might not have been homeless for so long if I would have got out of my way. But that's not necessarily true. Everything, I still needed to learn every bit of those lessons through the summer up until last week. And every lesson I'll learn while I'm here. Every day I learn unbelievable lessons. Unbelievable lessons in hell. Really? And it rehabilitated me to go back into my own home again. When I went into, I got so deep into spirituality, the very thought of being domesticated, it was fearful to me. I was fearful of going back into a home and crushing under the bills and the responsibilities and trying to maintain this home because I worked so hard at that and it was crushing me in the past life. I never wanted to go back to that life. But now I have faith in God and that none of that even matters. The bills will be paid. I don't have to worry about such things. The very things that used to keep me up at, wake me up in the morning and freaking keep me up all night, don't bother, aren't there anymore. The fears of the past, I suppose. I didn't know how I would be able to pay my bills, how I'd be able to do all this. And you could look at my situation. I still don't have that job. I don't have any of it yet, but I don't need it yet. So that's where it is. It's like, you know what I mean? I just had to trust Him and let Him show me the way instead of, get out of the way. I just kept getting in the way, trying to, find my own house, find my own job, find my own way. He had an easy way to do it. And that's where I've surrendered. I bitch. And that's it. You know what I mean? He gave me that one job and I liked the money and I didn't want to give up the money. He's like, if you don't give up this fucking job, told you 5 paychecks, give up the fucking job. I don't want to quit the job. That's where it is. It's like, I didn't want to. And then even today I walked through Target. It's like, I've only been to Target twice since I quit that job. And once was yesterday or 2 days ago. And then today. And I'm like, I heard them ringing the thing. I was like, dude, I could have just been ring-a-dinging this shit for fucking weeks. But I wouldn't have gotten further in my life. I wouldn't have had time for house hunting. I wouldn't have had time to get myself grounded and ready for my next jump. And that job would have fucked me up. It didn't make sense. It's like, no, just keep the job until you have a house. No, that's not what God said. He does things chaotic. He told me to quit that fucking job. And I would sit there on that fucking porch looking at the job like, fuck, I can't do this. It has gotten no easier for me to quit jobs. He's been making me do this for 3 fucking years and it has gotten no easier. It's getting harder. That's what I told him. I don't want a fucking another job if you're just going to make me quit it. I'm fucking done working for the rest of my life. I don't want to go through this battle ever again. He's like, aha. Shut up, God. Just shut up. Just shut up. Just fucking shut up. I quit the job. Really? I'll be yelling at you guys to quit your job like it isn't the hardest thing I ever have to do over here. Really? I feel like that's the hardest thing I ever do around here. It's not so hard to go talk to a guy, but quitting jobs, that shit fucking kills my fucking soul, bro. Realistically, because I know on the outside somebody says I need this job. I know that I'm supposed to have one. If I lose this, I lose all credibility again. My jobs aren't very credible just to start off with. Realistically, I mean, but that's all it was, and that's what I stood on. My pride stood on as long as I was making money. That's a hustler's mentality. As long as my productivity is going on and I'm bringing home the fucking bread, then we're good. It don't matter how I'm making money as long as we're making money. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have a feminine attachment to that, so I fucking put my back into it, and I have, like, you know what I mean, hella W-2s to show that I really work hard for my money. I really do. But in the essence, it's like, dude. And so to break that mentality, that hustler mentality, and not wake up every day chasing money and production and things and stuff, oh, fuck off. That was really hard. It was just that, to give up the chase. But it wasn't a chase. It was a necessity. It was a programming in my head. And it was real hard. I used to cry. You know, I was living at, it's so funny because this was that time. That's why those memories are coming up. I was living in a hotel and I was paying it daily. But yet I'd come up with the money one day, but I would have no idea how I was going to come up with it the next day. And it went on like that for months, bro. Well, no, I paid the first month while I was there. But like for 2 months, dude, I was just, God would come through every fucking day, bro. Really? Yep. Somehow he came up with $80 every fucking day for that. And not just that, I always had weed and cigarettes. And I had to have gas. And we had food. And that was it. Really? Until one day I just got tired. I was crying to God. It was the middle of the day. And I'm like, I'm tired of this, God. I'm so tired. I can't do this anymore. I'm just tired. I was tired of stressing. I was tired of the battle. I was tired of living from day to day like that. I was burnt. I mean, it didn't matter if he took care of my bills at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'd still stress it the whole day and then wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and stress it again. It didn't matter. I couldn't get my mind to relax. It didn't matter. I still wouldn't trust him. So he was like, just give up. Go back to Oklahoma. I was like, oh, God, I can't do that. I can't face him. I can't come back a year later as a whole fucking loser like I didn't figure out nothing in 1 year. Sure enough, I had to call Mr. Plum and ask him. Luckily, when I got down there, within the first week, I was signed up for housing and I had got a job. So it like eliminated my whole background. It's like, yeah, he was so proud of me. I was like, thank you, God. Thank you, God. And it was the highest paying job in that fucking shit ass town, which was fucking stalking at Walmart overnight. But because of my inability to want to be in that town, you know, I just didn't want to be there because of all my insecurities. This is my husband's town and this is my husband's friends and these are his family and these are all the fucking people he slept with and all the fucking people that he does drugs with and all the fucking people. These are his fucking people. I don't want to fucking even be here. But what it was, though, is that was my children's people. Those were their tribe members. Those were their fucking family. That was their, you know what I mean? That was their land. That's what I learned. I learned a lot. It was the Choctaws always, not the McClures. It was the Choctaws. I said that from the beginning. My kids are Native American. They're Choctaws. And that's what draws me down there. And that's, you know, who I work with and who protected us. I'm not Native American. They are. They don't have the cards, though, so don't ask. If they did, they'd get some kind of, you know, benefits from the government, which would look something like $12 a month. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what they get. But it would only be appliant to, you know, being on the reservation and shit like that. But that's how that went. I didn't want to be part of it. And I had to take a pride cut on that. I remember talking to Bobby. I was so embarrassed. I fucking work at Walmart. He's like, I work at Coca-Cola. I was like, all right, well, that sounds way better than where I work right now. I mean, that's how I felt at that time. I was so embarrassed. I did not go to college. I didn't give up my fucking music career. I did not do Walmart fucking worker. God. Then he asked me to quit that job. That was pretty bad too. Really? Yeah, fucking shit. I was more proud to be out there shoveling snow than doing that job. Really? I felt good about it. First off, I was the only woman that they would like keep coming back, and they pride themselves. They love it. And that's it too. I don't work like a woman. I work like a fucking slave. I put everything into it. Why? Cuz I feel like I got to prove that I'm fucking worth it. And I've always worked that hard. Really? It's not really ladylike at all. So I'm like, Russ, let me show you how to dig a ditch, dipshit. You look stupid out there in white and your little fucking. Anyways, it's like you don't even know what a hard day's work looks like. Really? I mean, no. But that's not a good story to tell. That's over independence. And it was because I just didn't accept help. Maybe it was always there. I just did it all by myself and just assumed that I had to. And there was nobody that was ever going to help me. And I had to work this hard for the rest of my life if my kids were ever going to have life. I had nobody to turn to. And everybody was depending on me. Really? That was my attitude, just like any man, any provider of the family. And it was hard. It was hard to trust God that He was going to take care of me and my family. I already trusted God, but not that area of my life. And that was hard to believe that He could take care of the material world. He did, though. Not for days and days at a time. He taught me He'd take care of me every day, one day at a time. And I learned that after, dude, after a year or two, you start to trust Him. You start to realize, I don't know what He's going to do, but we're going to be okay. He does something every day, doesn't He, though? The mind starts to let loose. The mind, and that's where it is. My mind, it took years for my mind to really see it, just like everyone else outside of me to believe it. It takes a lot of it. And that was just the other day. My mind was blown away. Did you guys see that? I pulled the Aries and Neptune. My mind is just be blown away too. It doesn't know what's going on. It's like, wow. It's just funny like that. The surrender is that, though. It all comes down to your heart. It starts with little things, but it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it just becomes your voice that you listen for all the time. It's not always talking. The universe is. Your heart's not always telling you to do shit. And that's what's cool is like, well, it kind of gets a little stressful because, you know what I mean? It'll ask you to do something big. You put a lot of energy into it. You finally get it done, and then there's nothing to do for like a week or two. And you're like, well, did I fuck up my life? Like, nothing's happening now. Like, what the fuck now? And that's it. You're preparing for that next big jump where they're going to scare the shit out of you. Some of them are easy, some are hard. And those are the towers they do this every week. Realistically, every week they should be pushing you out of your fear and into your faith, more out of yourself and closer to the universe, out of your lower vibrational self and into your higher self. And that's what we do throughout the week. So we're done this week. We should be done. We're going to fill whatever I did. What I do, I don't know. I mean, all I can think of is I blocked Bobby. I don't have any regrets. Maybe tomorrow my mind will feel bad about it. And that's it. You have all these years invested and you're just going to cut it off right there. I mean, what the fuck did I invest? A lot of emotional investment in that. What's the loss here? Other than, I lost my mind. Sorry, I'm not. It's not funny. I took it as far as I could, farther than my mind ever thought I could, but it can't go any further. And that's where you have to just let it go. We can't go any further, bro. It's not that I don't love the guy and I haven't accepted every piece of poopy he is. I just can't go any further with this. And for all obvious reasons. And that's not a terrible thing. Really? I mean, trying to drag him along to where I'm going and he's not ready is only going to be problems for me. Really? Yeah. I said that yesterday. I can't grow anyone. I can't spend my days training my mind and spend it all day training yours. I don't even do that with my own kids. Realistically, well, their minds don't bother me all day, but yours will. It's filled with all kinds of curiosity when it comes to me, but also all kinds of fears. So it would take long periods of time to lay those fears to rest, which is basically the same thing with me. It's like it'll take repetition and stability to create that, you know what I mean? That safe living space inside of your brain when it comes to me. Right now, your brain doesn't like how I make you feel. I get that. I don't like how you make me feel either. The very thought of you doesn't feel good to my flesh. It's coming from my brain, I think, because my heart doesn't really have a problem, but my brain does not like you. And that's where that comes from. You have to get your brain to, align with your heart. Fuck. The next card is Transform. And that's literally what we're going through. We had 10 days of the life's journey, which is about to close up. We have a new moon. We got a lot going on. Really? Embolics coming in. It's not the new moon, it's the full moon and embolic, which is like unreal. And that's what we're talking about, these energies. There's a lot going on in life. I hope that life is treating you well. But if you're going through the harder parts of life, it's the way to the lighter parts of life. Keep in mind, guys, I sound joyful and shit, but I went through fucking 2 years of excruciating mental and emotional pain and the loss of my whole life in order to get here. It was not a fun journey, bro. It was absolutely painful, mentally, emotionally, and physically, because it does have a physical effect on you. You know what I mean? As you're dying, bro. Don't ever think you're not. This whole experience is a death, dude. It's a death of you, and you can feel it on all levels. So if you're going through the death and you're not there to the transformation, it takes time, bro. You keep dying before and transforming before you're fully reborn. I used to read these cards. I'm like, how many wings have I gotten? Like, what the fuck am I transforming into? Am I ever going to stop falling? Am I ever going to get out of this? That's what I told you. I turned to Kobe after a year and a half, almost 2 years. I'm like, dude, am I ever going to get out of here? Am I ever going to be normal again? Am I ever going to live a normal life again? No. The marathon continues. That was my answer. And that's where you learn to understand the process. And that's the little shit. Not every day is game day. It's all the training that leads up to game day. And not every game, the games aren't about winning. The winning is not taking home any type of trophy at all. The winning is actually a loss. The winning, how you win every week is by sacrificing something. So it's a loss. Taking a loss is how you win. Losing a part of yourself, letting go of something, it's a loss. That's how you win this. Really? The more you lose yourself, the more you find yourself. Really? Yeah. Surrender. It's not easy. It's not in our nature to give up on ourselves, to give up on people, to give up on things. Some people, perhaps, but someone like myself and Lewis, we never give up. It doesn't matter how bleak it looks. It doesn't matter how terrible this is. We can endure this. We'll suffer now and feel the triumph later. But realistically, is there any triumph in what we're suffering through? Bobby, was I ever going to get a good man? I would have gave up everything to have you, but in having you, would I have gotten what I wanted? Which is just closeness with a human being. You've shown me time and time and time again that you can't be close. Not to me, not to your wife, not to anybody. I asked you for the very thing you don't have. And I asked all of you for the very thing that none of you can provide. You're not there. And that's something that all of you need to evaluate, because you want that closeness with a human being, don't you? To be able to just stare into their eyes without saying anything for unbelievable amount of time, and that being more than satisfying. No, that's not entertaining for you. You have to be shoving food and entertainment and drinks and all kinds of other stuff in order to spend time with someone, but never that kind of quiet closeness, never that kind of intimacy. Oh no. And that's what it means, is to be able to occupy the space of another. That's true intimacy. Even if there's words or no words. Is it awkward to be next to you? Do I not feel safe? Do I not feel, you know what I mean? If we were to sit on a couch next to each other, is that enough? It must be, because that's all it ever was before. It wasn't about luxurious furnishings or, TVs or spas or anything. It was the closeness of a couple, wherever they may be, whether they were pioneers in a fucking, you know what I mean, on a fucking wagon, or they were fucking natives on foot. You search for a partner in your adventure to sleep under the sky with, to wake up in the morning with. All of that, bro, it's been too materialized, too romanticized, I suppose. They say, you know, especially with fucking Valentine's coming in, it's like, you don't love me if you don't show it in such ways. That's what I believe is love. Just closeness. Just closeness. I look at that and it's like I didn't have that. I haven't yet to experience that. When you're close to someone, like even in proximity, you have to fill it with words and actions and pleasantries and, you know, conversation or whatever. You can't just occupy space together. It's interesting. Going back to the planets, that's all we do. We just hang out. We just hang out together. We don't have to do anything to be together. We just are together. And that's enough. I don't know. Surrender to the higher power. I'm done for tonight. Oh, fuck. I lied. I have to do a fucking class on fucking breaking spells. Fuck. I'm gonna have to get out the herbs and all that. God. All right, give me a couple hours. It might be a late night one. But I'm gonna do some teachings on that. I don't even know if I'm gonna do a breaking spell. Because now I'm thinking like the protection magic too is what we need to throw in. Why? I don't know. Intuitively, there's shit going on. Most of you have probably had a spell on you forever and don't even know. We'll find out. We'll take it off and then we'll see if you feel any better. But I can't guarantee we'll keep it off because, again, whoever put it on you is going to know it's off and probably put another one right back on you. Early? Probably. They can afford it. I'll try to help you with that. What do you need to start with? Mugwort and woodworm. Like, I don't know where to fucking get that shit. You can order it online. Really? I don't know exactly where, but I know you could probably order it from the ISIS bookstore here in Colorado. I'm sure they'll fucking ship that shit to you. I think they have it. Where did I get mine? I got mine from Ritual Craft, which is a witchcraft store in Colorado. What is that one? I think it's like 77. No, it's 44. I don't know. One of those things. Up there, they can send it to you too. Mugwort and woodworm. You mix it together, a good half and half of it. I don't know. You don't need a scale for that. Just fucking pick up a pinch of it and mix it together. Keep that shit in your purse or in your wallet, in your car, in your kids' backpacks. Really? I don't keep it on my kids. They had their own amulets, like the evil eye I got from my daughter up there. See that one? That was for her. Behind it is the Joan of Arc pendant that goes with it. And then for my son, when we were going through shit, his is that one over there. That was the arrowhead, the rainbow something. I don't know. It was all for protection for them. They wore them during a certain year. Actually, it was when we were staying at Chris's. Chris was a dark practitioner. He was trying to fucking do all kinds of shit to me. Plus his little friend Dougie Fresh. Dougie, literally, I caught him outside of the building trying to fucking do magic on me. Really? Yeah. So stuff like that. They're good for it. Don't keep the mugwort, like, you know what I mean? Be careful with mugwort. It's one of those trance. It's a trance herb. So don't go eating it or drinking it or burning it. And when you go to sleep, don't put it near you. Why? It'll fuck with your dreams. It's one of those. If Neptune was in an herb, it would be that. You don't want to fuck around. It's a weird trance one. Really? Yeah. It's like doing that pink Himalayan salt. Don't take a fucking bath in that shit. That shit gets weird. Really? I'm just saying. I don't know. It's hard to navigate those weird realms. They fuck with you. You might as well not do that. You just try to, get a good night's sleep. You don't want to wake up fucking weird the next morning. Really? I tried to teach you what doesn't work for me. I was like, I didn't like how that felt. You should probably not do that. I don't like that. That Himalayan salt, that Himalayan sea salt, that's used for real deep psychic trance work, and so is mugwort. I don't really fuck with those, dude. I'm already psychic enough. Those like really fucking weird me out. Really? Yeah, take it easy on the acid trip is what I think when it comes to those two. They're not dangerous. I mean, if you know, if you eat a bunch of that shit. But realistically, that's a good one to start with. I always tell everyone for the stone to keep a citrine. That's for all of the highest levels, but especially Metatron. Citrine, yeah, you can order one of those too from either of those stores that I mentioned above. Yeah, you need to start taking protection. Take it real. At least if just take into consideration, even if somebody's not cursing you, you'd like to be protected from anything that you might walk through. You might be around a person that's cursed. You don't understand what that means. It's a magnetism to dark shit. Their karma is, period. Even if they're not fully cursed, they got badass karma, dude. You could have a cool friend that does shady shit on the internet, and then one day you're out in public and one of their internet haters find you and they start taking a fucking baseball bat to your car because she or he is in your car. That's an example of people's karma, getting caught up in people's karma. That was had nothing to do with you. That had nothing to do with you. They just had people looking for them, and now they're, now you and your family are in danger because you're around a person that's scrubby dubby. Really, the shit they've done will come back to haunt them. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. You don't want to be there when the reaping happens. It's like, no, he went that way. I will snitch your bitch ass out. You're not putting me and my family in fucking danger. Whatever you did is come back to get you, not us. And that's where they will. They'll make they'll make your family pay for whatever you've done. And especially when it comes to magic, that's how magic works. Really? Mm-hmm. You didn't have enough respect for your own life, and you put your children's life above your own. So then they'll go after, an eye for an eye. If you don't, what I mean, whatever you care most about. Realistically, dude, you can't just be doing bad upon God's people without something bad happening to you. And that's it. I don't have bad karma, not from this life. And that's because I had too much to carry from the other lives. And if I created any new karma, I'd either have to clean it in this life or the next one. And I'm not doing that. Really? No, I've done no wrong. And that's not really to say. I mean, I've hurt people with my words, and that's done unbelievable damage that's irreparable in most cases. But as far as, you know what I mean, I was telling, I stole when I was a teenager, got caught at Southwest Plaza stealing from probably Spencer's or some shit. One of those. I didn't steal anymore. I cheated on my husband once and he beat the shit out of me, so I never did that again. I used to lie, but then I just didn't because I realized that everybody's a fucking liar. I don't do that anymore. I mean, I've done these things. I've tried to do these things. I've tried to, cheat and shit. I just don't. I got caught and that was enough for me. Really? Yeah, I felt the consequence. I mean, I did, we all tried the things, but no, that didn't work out for me. I'm not a good, well, it's really funny because I was listening to this song. It's like, who was it? I think it was Pitbull. You think you're a gangster because you did time. I was like, true gangsters don't do time. I was a good criminal, and the proof is that I didn't get caught. I was a great criminal because I didn't get caught. That's the truth of it. You know what I mean? Like, you getting caught means you're no good at what you're doing. Really? I'm just saying. Really? Hey, there was one time I was considered, the mafiosos had considered me as an eyes and ears. Why? Because I had a keen sense for the fucking low vibrational shit. I was really good at catching undercovers. I could see them from a mile away. I was good at shit like that. I knew when to move and when not to move. Intuition, Realistically, I told you the only time I got caught, she set me up, and it was the day that I said I would have got out clean. It was the last bag of dope I was ever gonna sell, and I got caught on my last bag of dope. Not any bag before that, the last one. Realistically, yeah, and I didn't get a sales charge. It's more than I can say about your punk asses. Really? I had already retired the sales game by the time I was 19, bro. I already put in enough years, enough kilos, enough miles, enough spreading of dope across the U.S. that I didn't need to do any more of that. Thank you very much. Then I get home and get this stepped on fucking cocaine. What the fuck is this? This didn't come from me. Sorry. Just going back to it. Yeah, surrender. Maybe not be that piece of shit. Maybe be a better, a better corn in the shit pool. Be a better what?
Be a better piece of shit.
Be a better piece of shit. I saw this cool meme, Milia. Said gonorrhea would have been a great fucking name for a diarrhea medicine. Get it? Gonorrhea. I liked it. That was funny. Hey, good luck with the surrender. And I'm going to teach you that later. Really, I'm just going to freak you out with the fact and give you some information, and you can go get some herbs and stuff. And then tonight I'll probably not tonight, probably tomorrow. I'll do a blend, and I can include anybody that wants to come into it. I'll teach you how to put your intentions to be part of it. Really? Yeah. That's it. That's all. You just have to be receptive to it. If I pray, if I anoint it and say, I send this out to all that are willing to receive, and you're on the other side and say, I'm receiving this banishment and blessing from the Phoenix, then it knows where to go. I send out the intention, you turn on the attraction, and it comes to you. Really? Yeah, it's all in the air. Have you seen the blizzard outside? I can send anything through the air, bro. It'll get to you. How fast? I mean, as fast as the wind travels, bro. Realistically, no, it travels by sound. Everybody thinks it travels by light, but it travels by sound. Really? Turn up the jams. Hey, I love you guys. I know I'm full of crazy information that you can't keep up with. I can't either. What do we got down here? Hi. Hi to you too. Somebody retracted their message. They didn't want to talk. That's fine. Don't talk. Don't talk. Let me see. I forget to do this. It'll keep it on top messages, and then I'll miss all the messages that could have been in there. Sorry, guys. I forgot to open them. What did we talk about today? Karmic cleansing, home, and surrender. I don't know. Put that into a sentence. Realistically, I mean, seriously. Hey, I'll catch up with you guys later for the late night cleansing. Love yous. Later. Bye-bye now.